Yeah. Okay, she's here. Yes, she is. This is Sue, and she's with Tanglewood Works
right now today. And so I'm like a kid. I'll get over it. Like, I'll get over it. But right now.
Hey, Michelle, you better stop. Okay. Sue, introduce yourself. Go for it.
I'm trying to pull up my questions so I can read them. Send them to me again so I have them handy. Oh, wait. Dionne. Okay, hold on. Hi, everybody.
Or just tell us whatever you want to talk about.
Just anything. Awesome. Okay, I'm Tanglewood Sue. I'm highly adaptable.
I'm crazy.
So we're going to make this work. Wait, can I do that too?
No, I'm taking them out.
I'm being childish. I'm done childish. I liked it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm so sorry I didn't know that. And look, see, this is what happens. Okay. I have headphones. Do you want to know where the piece is? It's in my daughter's phone. Because I bought like 6 of them for Christmas or whatever. So I always had one, and then they're never there. And then I go into her room in the middle of the night and I find them. So let's just blame her. Okay. So let's blame her. You know, I love her and all, but you know, okay. I'll start.
Why are you so cool? How did you get so stinking cool?
No. By being a dork and just finally accepting the dork, right? I mean,
so there's hope
for me. Coming up to the big 5-0 is a very releasing feeling. It is. And it's like, you don't have to care anymore. You wear purple, you dye your hair. I've actually had this for a while. These little whippersnappers are coming out there with their dyed hair. I've been doing it for like 10 years. All right. I'll go over my questions here, but since I have the floor and you can't interrupt me, I'm going to rave about you for a minute because I'm only sad that we can't do this. No, because you are such a good interviewer. And this is why you deeply listen. I've watched your shows. I've only had watched enough to know to wear my damn headphones, but you deeply listen to people and you care about them and you ask such good questions and you really play off where their story's going. And I love that. So we'll do our best here tonight, but I'm in awe. And I don't know if you remember when I met you at boot camp, but I was a little starstruck. I'm like, oh my God, she's here. And I have a selfie with you and Deb, and I'd been following you for a while. So I was really excited and really honored.
Thank you.
And it was just fun to just see everybody in person. And oh my God, I feel like I have don't you have a whole new tribe of friends since boot camp? I mean, good friends, come to see each other, travel, see each other's stores all over the country, always connected, really lovely, lovely people. I was so glad I got to see them all at Jane's Reliable, many of them, when we did a little mini boot camp there this summer. So, all right, where am I from? Can't y'all tell where I'm from? I grew up in North Carolina. My dad's from Jersey and my mom's from Atlanta, so I ended up without much of an accent unless I'm angry or drunk. Then it comes out. I own a shop called Tanglewood Works. Why is it called Tanglewood Works? Because that's the road that I was on, Tanglewood Drive. So I've owned a lot of businesses in my day, and I've always thought I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I've always thought about having the names be clever. And I think sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot if you're trying to be too clever and people can't figure out where you are or what the hell you do. So when I named this business, I was like, let's just be simple. I'm on Tanglewood Drive. Tanglewood Works. And then here's what's funny. I didn't nickname myself Tanglewood Sue per se. It was an accident. I was trying to change my Facebook settings and I was trying to change the name of a group. And I accidentally changed my personal name to Tanglewood Sue. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, that's not what I meant to do. Everybody's going to think I'm like some just marketing whore. That's not what I meant. But then what happened is it just stuck. It just stuck. Hey, I'm at Whole Foods or Shoppers or, you know, whatever. Hey, Tanglewood Sue. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is working.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know your last name.
It doesn't matter. You don't need to know it.
I don't know it.
Doesn't matter.
I was trying to say it, and I'm like, she's Tanglewood.
It's older. What a horrible, I mean, I'm sorry. But I don't need any more jokes. Older. Oh, are you getting older? Oh, not so much younger no more, huh? You know, Jesus. So I should have just taken my husband's name, which would have Mondial, but then nobody can say that either. Is it Mondial? And I'm like, oh, for Christ's sake. So then I don't take his name just because I'm too lazy. I love him, but I never do that. And then we're in Paris. I'm just leaping with my mom, and we pull out our passport, and I realize my mother had bought the return flight in my married name. Oh. Yeah. So I'm like, I have to get home. I can't stay forever in Paris. No. So it was this huge deal. And I'm like, trying not to get my mom, who like took me to Paris. But I'm like, really? I mean, we've been together 25 years. Hello. So that's my name. That's my shop. I'm right outside DC. In a place called Hyattsville. It's awesome. We are what you would call, we are not suburban. We are not urban. We, the new term is, I believe it's suburban. I don't know what that means. All that I know is that it means, that we have industrial next to retail, and we have a lot of places to drink craft beer.
Okay. Gotcha.
I like it here. It suits me.
That's home.
Yes. So I'm looking here. I mean, for all the people to have this happen to, I mean, I guess it's pretty good since I can just like, I'm feeling pretty lucky. Okay. What was I doing? What do you want to be growing up? How does your, okay. Yes. My family is so supportive. They must be. I asked my husband once, you know, cause I got a lot of energy. There's a lot going on. There's some drama. I said, why do you come home? Like when you're driving and you have a choice on the exit ramp, like, and I asked him this before we had children, like, what makes you get off at our stop? Like, what is it really? Because I know I exhaust you. He goes, I have to see what happens next.
He's there for the show?
He's there for the show. He's there to see what color I painted the dining room. Is it going to be fire engine orange? Is it going to be chartreuse? I don't know what she's going to do. Is there going to be a new porch when I get home? That did happen. And my kids are awesome. Lynn he's going to turn 17, and he makes items for my shop. So let me explain my shop for those of you who don't know. It's an upcycling shop. I'm the senior dumpster diva. We find everything. We do trash to treasure. We paint the furniture. We make things with resin. We do jewelry. We just, whatever we can find, we make it. And I noticed that candles are a big seller. Like I'm always researching stuff for my shop. And my son has always loved candles. So about 5 years ago, he just started. So I've been doing this for about 6 years. And so he makes a whole candle line. I'll bring you over there. You can see it in a minute. So he does that. Okay. And a couple weeks ago, he did the live with me. See, I do a lot of lives, but I have in studio. So I don't do it this way. That's why. But I was like, Dave, I don't have a guest star tonight. Can you do it? And he's like, yeah, sure. Why not? I was like, okay. It was hilarious. You have to see this. He's a nut. But he's wandering around, like he's back here and he's wandering around like, you know, and he's just like scratching his ass and he's just like the whole time, but he's really funny. But then he really got into it. I'll show you what he did. Hold on. So
I'm trying not to talk.
I was showing him how to drip paint like you. And he got out this air compressor. Are you ready for that? And he started spraying it. I know he did. And this was just the base coat. And and then he really started getting into it. And then I was just like, you got this. So my whole family, and my daughter is a budding artist and she teaches the classes with me. And they are like 100% team crazy mom. So that is fantastic. I'm very, very lucky. What did I want to be when I was growing up? I don't think I had that kind of goal. I come from a long line of doctors, and I knew I didn't want to do that because I don't want to kill people.
What?
Doctors, dentists, doctors, like blood, stress. And I knew that did not appeal to me. Like, I didn't want to, I'm okay coming home tonight wondering if the paint stuck. Like, I can stress about, God, did I sand enough? But I don't want to come home and worry about, like, oh God, did I leave a paintbrush in that guy? Like, I don't want that stress. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love design. I love people. I love putting on a show. Love color.
So when you were 10, what were you doing, Sue? What was Sue's life like at 10?
When I was 10, let me go back just a little younger. We won't go forward, but my dad built me a treehouse. This is a pivotal moment.
Lucky girl.
No, of course I was, but I was also a spoiled little brat because we were building a house right then out in the country. And my dad says, I'm going to build you a treehouse. And I'm like, so all these wallpaper books and paint samples and carpet samples are all over the house. So I'm thinking, I'm getting a house. Dionne, I picked out the wallpaper. I picked out the carpeting. I picked out the paint. Picked out the light fixtures. I'm not making this up. And then my dad.
Your poor dad.
My poor dad. I still feel guilty. We've had this story and I still feel bad because when he showed me this frickin' platform between 3 trees that any other kid would have been like, oh my God, it's awesome. I was like, is that the frame? How am I going to hang the wallpaper?
What's the wallpaper going on? Where are my windows?
I don't understand. I knew then that my imagination was intense. My love of decor was intense. But I have to tell you, I also found out that I was completely unemployable. My dear friend told me this, and at first I cried, and then I realized he was absolutely right. And I know a lot of the viewers on here today are just like this. After I'd gotten fired from about 13 jobs post-college, that's another life. We'll go down that road another time.
Okay.
And I'm crying to my friend going, I don't understand. He's like, you're unemployable. And in retrospect, he could have just said you're an entrepreneur first and then explained it. But he's kind of an ass. So he was like, what he was saying is, you can't work for somebody else.
Yeah.
You have to go out on your own. And you have to make your dreams come true. Because there is no other choice. That's it. You can't. So what I was doing when I kept getting fired is going in and trying to fix these businesses and rearrange the furniture and reorganize. And they didn't want that. They wanted me to just do what they paid me to do, Dionne. And I was like, oh, no, I can make it better. And they were like, but we don't want you to make it better. We just kind of want you to do what we paid you to do. So that was hard. But I figured it out. And then I'll skip. So then there were about 10 years where I just opened up businesses. Like I had a cafe in Oakland, California.
Wow.
It was a play cafe that I opened because I had small children and I couldn't find anywhere to have a cup of coffee where they could play and not hurt themselves or other people. But there wasn't one, so I made one. I've just done a lot of things like that. I had that. I had a post-production video business. I had this. But what I realized is that every one of these businesses that I had, what I really loved was creating the space that they were in. Like, I didn't like making the coffee. I kind of hated making the coffee. But I loved picking out the couch and did the lighting and then the walls and then the da-da-da-da-da. So it was always, and finding things on the side of the road, ding, ding, to fix up.
Yes.
And then finally, after many years of like redecorating these businesses, it finally occurred to me to become an interior designer. No, not to become an interior designer. I knew no one would hire me. To take all the things that I loved and put them into Tanglewood Works.
Right,
to just skip the coffee, skip the panini, skip the video, which actually has come back, but skip all the other stuff and just do the part that I really loved, which was creating and being artistic and, but also very important is creating the community. I thrive off of that connection, whether it's online or in the store.
So, Sue, let me ask you something. Yeah. You're saying all of these things. You've done all these experiences, businesses.
Yeah.
Why aren't you scared?
I'm not smart enough to be scared.
That's BS.
No,
that's not.
Okay.
Why aren't you scared?
Because different things scare me. I mean, I think a different way to answer it, if it's okay, is about being brave. And if you're scared to do something and you do it anyway, I think you're brave. Like, I think I'm brave when I sing because I'm scared as shit. I'm always scared. Is it okay that I say I'm scared as...
Too late now. Too late now.
I'm sorry. You can bleep me.
Facebook, edit that.
Edit that.
Beep, beep.
Tape flying. When I perform, I'm usually scared. I'm not as scared as I used to be, but I'm usually scared. And I feel like forcing myself to get up there in front of 100 or a few hundred people is brave. And I'll pat myself on the back for that because I knew that I wanted to do it. And my sister gave me really good advice once before I went on stage. And she goes, it's not about how well you perform. It's about how you leave the audience feeling.
Yes.
And if you make them happy, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you forget the words. It doesn't matter if you're off key. I mean, she's like, try not to be off key all the time. But it really is about just you're offering a gift and you just want them to enjoy it and accept it as a gift. And I went on there and then I wasn't nervous because then I was like, oh, I'm not showing off for these people. I'm giving a present to these people.
Happy.
And that
fun feeling.
Everything.
Fun feeling.
So, I mean, I get scared. I mean, I get scared when I have to do the bookkeeping.
Same.
Yeah. You know, business is hard. Business is scary. But I guess I'm more scared of risks not taken or chances not taken than I am of taking them.
But how did you get to be that way? Like I
don't know.
Did you experience that? Where
I experienced a lot of rejection. You know, I think I did. I think, you know, awkward, you know, never quite fit in, always had the weirder clothes, but also I never really wanted to fit in that much. And so it was like this weird thing where I like wanted to be accepted and then I'd be accepted and then I'd look around and I'd go, I don't like it here anymore. You know, I definitely like my misfits.
Do you think you get bored easily?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I get bored easily. I can't watch a YouTube video at regular speed. The day that I figured out I could watch everything at 2 times speed was like awesome.
That's awesome.
Like, oh, this is I'll have to think about that, Dr. Dionne. Honestly, I will have to think about that because I just think I have different kinds of fears. I have fears of being left out. I have fears of maybe not being eventually rewarded for my efforts. You know, I work really hard and sometimes I get rewarded and sometimes I don't. But I don't have a fear of trying new things. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't.
So when did you stop apologizing for being you?
What time is it?
These weren't on your list.
It's okay.
I can't be quiet any longer.
Okay. Honestly, leaving California 6 years ago, losing everything. So my husband lost his job. It was the .com boom and then bust. Then the recession hit. Then I had to sell the restaurant. My husband lost his job, couldn't find work, and we lost everything. Everything. So we moved.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, because I'm better for it now.
Yeah,
but we moved in with my sister into a 1,000-square-foot house for 9 months. Me, the 2 kids, the dog, the hamster, and my sister took me in. And just, I guess, complete life reevaluation. And then I found this town. I was driving every weekend. We were starting to get back on our feet, and I was doing marketing, and I started to market my sister's band. She's a really, really well-known musician here. And I started going to people's houses. I would drive around and we would go to these neighborhoods. I'm like, that's not me. That's not me, whatever. And then we found Hyattsville, where I'm really happy. And we're hanging out the car window. What's it like here? Is it cool here? You know, and I found this town and I realized that I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but I got to be kind of, this is a bigger town, but California and San Francisco is like this, okay? Everybody's crazy, everybody's funky, everybody's trying to one-up themselves. And I dressed very conservatively there. I didn't have my hair dyed. I was kind of like, why even try? I'll never be known as being creative. Everybody here, right? I don't know how to explain it exactly. But then I came here and I'm like, I didn't see anybody else like me. I didn't see anybody else wearing purple cowboy boots to the grocery store. I didn't see, and I just kind of seized my moment and I said, I can be weird here. I can be weird here. And what's funny is I had a couple girlfriends who were from Berkeley and they're like, oh my God, we got to go back to Berkeley. I mean, it's so conservative here. And I was like, no, we have a job to do here. This town needs weird. And
you gotta wake them up.
Well, this town is weird and beautifully weird and just embraced me. They just embraced me. I've never felt like I belong anywhere in all the places I've lived except for this town. And I love it.
Wow.
I love it. I'm so happy. And I think the more I'm here, the more I just feel accepted for exactly who I am. And I feel like I can get as weird as I want to get and I'll be loved for it. And that's okay. That feels really good. And it was a long time coming. It's a long time coming. So, yeah.
I love that you're sharing so openly. I knew you would. I knew you would. I knew you would be honest.
Of course.
And you wouldn't be afraid to reveal yourself. And so that I thank you. And we all thank you. Can you tell a little bit about what your plans are for the store and what you have coming up and going on?
Yes. I also want to commend you on your interview skills again. I was like, she's not going to make me cry. But not yet.
No, I'm not going to make you cry. I'll try not to.
You're so good at that.
Well, we're not done here yet.
Not in a contrived way. I don't mean that at all. Yes. So what I've learned is every year I kind of niche down. So I open this store. It's everything I love. I'm painting furniture. I'm teaching classes. I'm connecting with my community. I feel really fulfilled. But then I realized that what I really, really love is the teaching of the classes. Yeah, I mean, you know this, Dionne. You know
I love them.
I mean, the only thing that feels better than someone loving your work is someone loving the work of someone you helped get to that point.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That feels so good. Like when you're like, I have so many people come into my shop and take a class with me. They're like, I'm not creative. Like, yes, you are. No. Well, you obviously knew you had something or else you wouldn't be in here with me.
Yeah.
So stop saying you're not and stop listening to your kindergarten teacher who said that to you and made you think you weren't creative, right? There were some mean kindergarten teachers. So I just realized that that's when I light up even brighter. And so I started an online group where I knew I was connecting with people online. I mean, you guys, we got to meet in person, but our friendships are just as solid by commenting and talking and lives and all of this. And I knew there was a possibility there. So I started this group last year called Bold and Brazen with Tanglewood Sue, an online membership group for people who just wanted to create with me every week. And it was magical. Magical. I mean, you have a group, it's like you've got this tribe kind of depending on you and looking up to you, but also teaching you and sharing with you. So what I decided to do after listening and learning from them over the course of the year was reinvent the group because I learned that they didn't need a lot of advanced techniques. They wanted to slow down and really savor each step, So we do everything. It's not a painting furniture. We do paint furniture, but it's like resin and alcohol inks and felt. It's a group about just getting our creative on in whatever way. So I just relaunched it. Can I do my plug now?
Sure. Now, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. Well, okay.
No, tell us what's going on, babe.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to say the A word again. Crazy Ass Craft Club. And I'm the Crazy Ass Craft Coach. And it's really for people who are feeling stuck or not stuck, just want more creativity, want a tribe of people, want to experiment. And so we launched a whole new group, a whole new platform. And actually tonight's the last night to get the intro rate. It was just a coincidence. And then we're going to go up to the normal rate. So I'll put a link in here if people want to join me. But
Absolutely.
I love this group. And we just try to reinvent what it means to be creative and to push our boundaries. And I teach a lot about stop trying to get the finish and just practice, right? Don't try to copy this thing and say, I want it to look like that. Just, I'm painting.
Enjoy the process.
Yes. And stop comparing yourself to Pinterest or YouTube. You have to practice. You have to mess up a lot. Mess up with me. I mess up a lot with them because then we figure out something new that we didn't think we would. Yeah. So my goal is for my people to find their own style. Like you found your style. You found, you look at a piece and that's turquoise iris, right? Right? I do.
I hope so. Thank you.
I mean, really. And I think my style is, we can't put that in a category. Tanglewood Sue must have done it. That's okay. But I want to help people realize they're creative, get those old craft things out of the closet, connect with other people, and it's just my way of having that community. So, Crazy Ass Craft Coach.
There it is. She's your coach.
I'm your coach.
So when I asked you in December to come on the Turquoise Iris with me,
yes,
you couldn't.
I could not.
But the other day you messaged me and said, I'm good now.
Yes.
So I want you to know how excited I was.
Oh.
Because I kept thinking about our interaction at boot camp. I'm pausing to let my echo. I know you can't hear it, but they can. So I do remember boot camp, and I remember your singing. And I remember how you made me feel. You did make me feel special. I actually thought at first, I don't know if she likes me. And it wasn't anything you did. It was my own insecurity. Of feeling like I need to prove myself. Because this woman right here is a bad mamma jamma. Like I felt like I needed to prove myself to you. So you would value my opinion and my work.
Isn't it funny how we do that, Dionne?
Isn't it weird?
Well, I think that's a common story with me. I think because
you're
strong. Confident. I am strong. I'm tall.
And you know yourself. Like you know what you're about.
But I think that if we're going deep here for a second.
I'm in.
Okay. That because I come off with this persona, this strength, this whatever it is that walks in the room, I do scare people.
Beautiful, honey.
Well, it has served me well, and it's also hurt me because I think I've missed out on some opportunities. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that same story, Dionne, from strong, capable, beautiful women who said, I was scared when I first met you, and now I love you. And I'm like, why does
that doesn't say anything about you though. That says everything about them or about me. It was my weakness. Because if I had your confidence, I wouldn't have felt that way, Sue. Right? It says about me, my weakness.
Just human. I think we're just human. I think we are. I think we all have situations with different people where we are that person. And I've had situations where I'm you on the reverse. You know what I mean? I just think it's all interchangeable, and I get intimidated as much as anybody. And maybe my way of being intimidated is just be louder sometimes, right? Just because you have to like tell yourself, like before I go on stage, like I learned this trick. If you're feeling small and weak, you go like, you raise your hands up, right? I think I saw it in a TED Talk. You make sure you have your deodorant on, You raise your hands up. You take all these deep breaths because you're bigger and now you feel more powerful.
Oh,
and then when you get on stage, I do this all the time. And I'm back there and people are walking around, the bus boys, because I'm back in the kitchen at a restaurant or whatever. I'm walking around like, I'm good. I got this, you know. And then, right. And then you get out there and you just feel more powerful. And I think when I feel insecure, I don't want to feel insecure. I want to feel powerful. But I have learned, don't take up all the oxygen in the room, Sue. Because I'm nervous, doesn't mean I take up your energy. It's actually when I'm nervous, I try to be a little bit quieter now. A little like tone it down.
Well, I get what you're saying. I do. I was just thinking to myself, Sue's going to come on here, and I know without a doubt that everybody's going to love her. Like, and you're going to go back and you're going to read all these comments again.
I can't see any comments. I haven't seen anything.
They're in love with you.
Aw, I'm going to go read them.
But I knew that was going to happen because we are hard on ourselves. So when we see someone else saying, you know what, I do it anyway, and I'm fearless anyway, and I'm walking with courage. That gives me strength. That gives Kristen strength. That gives Debbie strength. And we can link together, and therefore our courage becomes stronger and bigger.
Amen. Yes, exactly.
Right.
And I know you do that for your fans. I know you do that for your group. And I think that's a lot of power in these groups that we as women and creatives are creating. Instead of just throwing it out there and wanting someone to just like what we made, we're putting ourselves out there and inviting them in, not just to our tips and our tricks, but these women and men they're in my life. They're in my circle. They get to see the good days. They get to see the bad days. And I didn't think there was value in that when I first started. Like I thought, oh my God, I need to teach them this trick and I need to make sure I know how to paint pour. And I don't know if I know enough stuff. Like that's where I started. And then I realized, no, they want the thing that's easiest for me. And that's just like, they just want to connect.
Yeah. They just want you.
They just want me. I know. It made my heart explode when they we had a Zoom call and I was like, what do you guys, I want to revamp this group. What do you guys want? And they're like, you. And I don't know if Melissa's on here, but she is hilarious. One of our DIY retailers. I can't see any comments. And
she was earlier. I think she is.
This is what she said. I was like, what do you guys want? She goes, so this is the thing. I know you want to teach us how to do the decoupage and the this and the that, and we made our own fabric, and then we got this going and that going, and you're like, all these things all over the place. And she's like, slow it down. We just want to watch you do stuff. She didn't say stuff. I caught myself. She's like, we just want to have fun with you. And you don't need to deal with so many things. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I'm exhausted.
She just wanted you to be you.
She just wanted me to be myself.
Not playing it up as
that
was enough. It was enough.
20 different techniques every month. She's like, we don't need that. If we want a technique, we'll ask you. So that was and then everyone's like, yeah, that's right. And I was like, and that's exactly what you're talking about. That's when I felt so much love. I was like, oh my God, I can just show up here and be me and we can just play. Like if you're at my house and they're like, yeah, stop trying so hard. And that's when I reinvented the whole group. I'm like, I'm going to stop trying so hard.
Yeah,
and I love it. Girl. And so that's what we're doing. And oh my God, it's just changed so I love my store. I'm not abandoning my store, but my focus, I got my staff running this place. And I'm like, I'm making you furniture. I'll make you the jewelry. I'll make you the art. Y'all run it because I'm going over here. And that's what I'm doing.
For you. That's just your next step?
This is my next step. This is a big step.
Good for you.
I'm telling people I started a new business and they're like, you're crazy. I'm like, yeah, like that's news. But I think this is the next step for me. And I don't want to close my shop because this is why I need a place to sell all this stuff I'm making.
You need a place to put all of it, right?
Not at home. I can't close the store. I need to sell all the stuff we make every week. So, and I still love it, and I love that connection, but I'm really loving the teaching. Yeah.
Well, you're a natural for it. Everybody is everybody's better off because you're doing what you're doing.
Sue. You're so sweet. I hope we'll be able to watch this, and I want this as my little keepsake. Maybe we can put it in a D echo chamber.
That would be awesome.
That
would be really awesome because I'm like, these poor people are hearing me twice.
Are they hearing me twice too?
Nope.
Just you twice? I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Why don't we do this? Can we meet again and do something else another time?
You can come on the Turquoise Iris page too.
Yeah, I'll bring my headphones.
Okay.
I promise.
I'll remind you next time.
Yes.
Sweetheart, it was so good to hear from you.
Oh, thank you.
I love the opportunity to come on here and let everybody know who our retailers are. And just Debbie was on here, and she's such a fan of yours.
I'm a fan of all of our girls. I mean, you know, when you're away with people in boot camp, you know, there's a prime opportunity to not like people. Let's be honest. We were all in close quarters, and we were all angry. But I just made so many connections. I do want to say one more thing because I'm on again tomorrow.
Oh, you are? With who? Kenise?
Yeah. I'm doing a Valentine thing. I'm doing it at 6, but I don't know what time zone. Do you know?
She's the same as you.
Okay.
But maybe that means
anyway,
I think it's Central Time.
I'm making this, but with a heart.
Oh.
Can you see?
You've got a pour.
I'm doing a paint pour with a stencil.
Awesome. You guys come back on the DIY page tomorrow. I think she's coming on at 6, but she's not sure.
Just check. And I have to tell a love story.
Yay. I'll be tuning in for that, sister.
So will my husband, hoping it's his. It is.
Sweetheart, I love you very much.
Love you too. Mwah! Thank you, everybody. I can't wait to read your comments.
Yes, I'm glad you're doing well, and you know where to find me if you need me. And we'll have you on the Turquoise Iris page, okay?
I'd love it.
Good night, sweetie. All right. Bye, dearie.
Bye.
That was Tanglewood Sue. She is the owner of Tanglewood Works. And tomorrow on the DIY Paint page, it's going to be a marathon of Valentine projects. Every hour on the hour, they're going to do a craft, one of our retailers, as well as a Valentine's love story that goes along with that. You guys, it's going to be fun. So if you're bored tomorrow, pop onto this page right here and get some ideas. I knew y'all were going to love Sue. I'm so sorry for the echo and the feedback. It was all my fault. It had nothing to do with her. I forgot to tell her to have some headphones. This was my 4th live to do today. Just forgive me. Forgive me. And then, okay, and so what day are we releasing that, Debbie? So guys, there's 9 of us, and we're putting together a YouTube marathon of Valentine's Day projects and stories as well. So there will be 9 of them, and they will play for you, and we will have Jamie, Ray, and Zeb, and Debbie's creating a video. Matt and I put together one where I had a painting, and then he and I told a love story, love at first sight. She Paints is putting together hers right now. So on the 8th, you guys, we will post it here, and then we will also post it on YouTube, and the videos will have a playlist going. Kelly Weiler is putting one together. Kara Lockwood, Jane Belante. I'm missing people. Love stories. They're going to be good. There's probably going to be a couple of tear jerkers. Probably more than 2 tear jerkers. Mine's not a tear jerker. But Matt was on it with me. And so guys, you can look forward to that on the 8th. Debbie is finishing hers up right now, and there's a gorgeous furniture makeover involved in that. So DIY has a lot of fun things going on, you guys. We're trying to keep our page as active as possible, and really, I'm telling you, there's some rock stars that are out there busting their tails selling some DIY paint online and in person in their stores. Kat Vasquez is on here right now. She is rocking it down in Galveston. Michelle Rapogle's up there in Tulsa, and she's giving me all the hearts and all the loves. Melanie, Melanie with Windmill Vintage Designs. I still feel like I'm missing something. The IOD sisters, they're putting together one. I think I may have said 9. So that's going to be something you want to look for on Friday the 8th. Is that right? Friday the 8th? Yes, Friday the 8th. You guys, thank you for being here for another week of What's Your Story Wednesday. I know I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, to all of our retailers, but I hope to at least. So I did say Jamie and Zeb, I think. But Zeb is a rock star. You know, he's got their video busting out. They just spent Jamie and Zeb, I said them, they spent their week in Hawaii last week. So lots of fun things happening with the retailers here. Thanks for your support of DIY. Thanks for continuing to rock our world and love our paint just as much as we do. You guys have a wonderful night. And I'll be back 2 weeks with a new retailer, same place, same time at 8 o'clock Central Time. And tomorrow, I did say Jane, tomorrow, all day long, be right here anytime you get a break, you guys. Good night, and we'll see you next time.